What's going on, everyone? We are here in Talladega for Battle of Bama, and I'm standing here with Jeremy Bumpus from the Hot Rod Shop, and we're going to kind of run through the Kru-Sled. So my first thought was when you brought the truck in, the truck came off of the trailer.
Yeah.
What did you first think?
So when it came off the truck, knowing what I know about cars and how long they sit and all that, I was thinking like, oh, it's probably a turd, you know, I don't know. It's just the way it is, like when something sat for that long. But it actually came off the trailer and I was like, wow, it actually looks pretty good. Now, once we dove into it, there was a lot of stuff that I wanted to do to bring it up to just our quality that we like. But other than that, I mean, it was still a cool, clean looking truck. Everything pretty well worked on it like it should, and so then at that point we just started to put our own spin on it and try to get the quality level even better than it used to be.
Yeah.
And just bring it back up.
Out of all the things that you thought of, why the rag top?
So one is I love a rag top.
Okay.
I do actually like a rag top. I used to run them back in the day and all that. But do you remember in this truck when you looked in it, if you looked up, the headliner had been fiberglass and painted and all that. So look up at it and I'm thinking like, well, you know, no big deal. I'll get a headline. That's what I'm thinking for the crew cab. I could not find a crew cab headline. I couldn't find one in the junkyard. I checked, you know, all the platforms that sell stuff. I couldn't find a thing.
Wow.
So then I'm going like, I don't have time to really build a headliner. What am I going to do? And it just kind of hit me. It's like, you know, if we put a rag top in this, it'd be cool because the roof is huge. Yeah. And we open that thing up. I said, and then it would only limit how much headliner I have to build. It was either we had to pull the windshield or the back glass to get the headliner out, being fiberglass. And I thought, well, I'm going to cut it in half because I might not use it. So I still tried to accurately cut it in half just in case. And we threw the rag top in, and I noticed where it was kind of, some of that was cracking.
Yeah.
I popped it off, and I went, oh, the paint, it popped off down to the board. I'm like, I wonder if the whole thing would do that. So we literally put it in the floor, and we stripped all the paint and fiberglass off of it down to the board.
That's a lot.
And we blocked it, and then we wrapped it in the Apex leather and put it back in. So I don't know how we saved it, but now I'm happy it worked out like it did because I love the rag in it.
Just this one thing alone, from remembering what it looked like at the shop, what it looked like going to you, I don't know, for me, just that one thing just really, it just transforms it to a completely different kind of truck.
Absolutely, man. With what we did, it really turned it around. The only thing we weren't able to get in time was I had a one-off set of wheels being built, and one of them got damaged when they were building it. So we didn't get them here in time, so it's the same wheels. But we went back through everything. You know, we stripped a lot of the paint back off. We blocked it all down. We primed and blocked it again. We threw the flames on it, and the truck's so big, I'm like, I want some big, cartoon flames. Yeah. And so we did that, hand striped everything, got the exterior looking real good, went through the air drivetrain. We got everything back where it was, and even better than where it was.
I love it. In one of the first video breakdowns, and for those of you who aren't familiar with the Kru-Sled, former MTX sled, he did a series of changes in his YouTube channel, so go check that out.
At the Hot Rod Shop MS, all of our platforms.
Yeah, and one of the first things that really blew my mind was the fact that in that first episode, you were having an issue with, I think it was one of the compressors. Yeah. And you went ahead and broke down that compressor in its entirety. And
so it was actually the valve. Yeah.
Oh, the valve.
So
the
valve. The valve was sticking where the valve would stick open and the truck would air up by itself. So we broke that down, showed how to rebuild a valve, and did all that kind of stuff. Just those simple things.
Yeah, that blew my mind. I was like, wow, I never thought that you can just do that. Most people would just be like, oh, it's bad, it's gotta be replaced.
Exactly, yeah. So we went back through all of them, cleaned them up, and you can see like none stuck open. It all sits down, works like it should. So yeah, that all worked out really good. We changed the compressors so the air would build a little quicker.
So I remember everything in here was red. Yeah. But you partnered with Apex leather, and the whole interior looks just immaculately like premium old school.
Yeah, so what we did was I really tried to keep with the vibe of the truck when it was built in the early 2000s. And yeah, everything was red, painted and all that, and I thought, I want to keep everything kind of that way, that same color. I don't want to break up a lot of colors. So we got with Jen over at Apex, which we also have in the Maverick. We have in the 49 Chevy out here. For one thing that I do, I put Apex leather in all of them. I really stand behind that leather. And you can see from the colors and just everything that they have, like just how good it looks. I mean, that's their copperhead leather right there. I mean, it's literally like butter. Yeah, it's really awesome.
Looks and feels great.
Yeah, and then of course, we had to add the audio.
what was your pick? What did you want to do with this? What did you have in your head when you first got the truck and you stripped it down?
So the first thing that I thought as far as like the audio went was, and you know with some of my past builds, I like to go kind of wild.
Yeah.
I like for it to be really loud and to kind of knock people down type of thing. And this one I thought, I'm gonna go a little different. I want it to be really loud, but I want it to be the cleanest, crisp sounding system we could possibly do.
Okay.
So we did those 8s in the doors, you know, we did all that throughout, and we did 6 of the 10s in there. So it's not the mind-blowing bass like the Maverick would be.
Yeah.
But you can put that on a rock song, crank that thing up to 40, and it's got a good thump, and it's clean, and the treble's hard and crisp.
Yeah.
It's just, it really is where you're like, wow.
I mean, the fact that you're able to fit the amount of equipment with such little space is a really testament to show, like, as a builder, you know, what you methodically think of. And I mean, it looks great. I love the beauty panel. I love the way you did our new Theater Series amplifiers.
Luckily, I got a guy like Joey at Outlaw Garage that helps me with all that audio system stuff. He helped with the Maverick, so, you know, he figured out, we didn't have quite the airspace we needed for the 10s behind the seats, but we figured out what we could do there to try to gain that airspace, and man, he's a whiz when it comes to that, and lucky to have a dude like that helping out too. I
love the way it sounds, I love the way it looks. And what was your impression of, I know we had it as MTX sled, it was MTX sled all the way until you brought it and you changed it to Kru-Sled. And honestly, I appreciate that you still kept the sled in there.
Yeah.
What was the difference from going from MTX to Kru?
Literally, this is how this happened. I'm in there to get the tag for the truck, and I'm thinking, I'll probably just leave it MTX sled. You know, I think that's what I'll do. The truck previously before MTX sled was red sled.
Yeah.
So it was red sled, MTX sled, and I thought, you know what? I hope this is the final rendition of this truck. I hope that what we do lasts somebody's lifetime. And I thought, maybe we put one more spin on it. So me and my wife are literally in line to get the tag where I'm thinking MTX sled is what we're going to do. And I'm like, you know, Kru. I said, there's the Kru cut truck. Have you ever seen that? The green one, dually, all that, and that's a cool truck. And I was thinking like, well, Kru, whatever. And I was like, sled. Sled's been on both names. Let's keep sled, throw in Kru-Sled. Walk up there, the lady goes, yep, it's available. And I said, she's Kru-Sled.
It's always going to be a sled.
It's always sled. Cool. Always got to be a sled.
Jeremy, man, I appreciate your time.
Hey, man,
thanks a lot, dude.
Thanks, brother.
Anyone that wants to check out the build from it to get to Battle in Bama, check out the Hot Rod Shop MS. Jeremy Bumpus, social media. Where can we reach you at?
Yeah, so if you just go to the Hot Rod Shop MS on all the platforms, you'll find me there. You can find all the contacts and get in touch with us. We get a ton of views, ton of reach. This month alone, we've had over 10 million views basically on OBS trucks. So it's been really good. Social media has been great to us. So yeah, follow along, check it out. We post every day.
MTX.com to check out the latest and greatest of all of our product. Thanks a lot.